I'm Jan Lewis. I wanted to give you a little bit of detail about my products in general, which I have. But I kind of have my ring dishes here as a group because it's kind of difficult to do an individual video for each ring dish. But each one of them is very special and I enjoyed painting them. So I thought I'd just talk about each one in this group, and you can get a sense of what they're about. So we'll start with this one first. Well, no, actually, let me start with the very first one I ever did. So this is the first ring dish that I ever did, and that was in 2013. And I found these little ring dishes and I just love them. They're such a pretty size and lend itself to being able to, I could work on 2 or 3 of them at a time, and they were time consuming, but not like the larger pieces, although a couple of them I would have to say probably were. So this one I did in just 2 colors, pink and white, and it's very simple. But since it was the first one, it took me quite a bit of time putting my signature dots on them and figuring out how best to execute it. So that's the very first one I did. And this one I kind of call my Halloween one because it's the orange and the black and white. And the colors were interesting. I did this one in 2019, so they're kind of all across the time spectrum. So this was a fun one, an easy one to do. Still pretty complex, but you know, like I said, I never know where a design is going to go when I start it. It just kind of takes on a life of its own, and this was definitely no exception. This red one was very pretty. I did this one in 2017, and it's an iridescent red, red and silver, and a very pretty one, and complex one as well, and one I like very much. Here's a blue one in kind of a robin's blue, I call it, and kind of a violet and white. So I wanted this to have a lighter feel to it, and it's just a really pretty, pleasing one. I did this one in 2019 as well. And so that's the 4th one that I've done. Here's one that I call kind of a pumpkin color, and I used orange and black and white. And this is one that I had no idea where this design was going to go. And I think this was the one that this one and this one sat on my desk for months before I could, I don't know, I couldn't get moving on them. I couldn't decide what to do or when to do it. And after I got started, it started to flow. And I did these in 2019, and it just came out beautiful. So I was very happy with it. Very fun one. And then its sister or brother, this hunter green one, it came out really nice too, but for some reason after I started it I just had no idea where to go with it, and I was just afraid to screw it up, so it kind of sat for a long time. But I guess it's worth the wait because it ended up coming out really nice. I didn't obviously, well, this one says 2020, so I think it sat so long it ended up being 2020. Okay, oh, this is a pretty one. This bronze, or brass or bronze one is very rich colors in this. And I use black and white dots on this one. And it's very, very pretty. It's very pleasing all the way around. I love it. I just love it. Love the brown. Love the bronze. It's fun. Stack these up. All right, now we're at this one, this white. I don't usually do white backgrounds because they're hard, pretty hard to keep clean when you're working inside and outside on a piece like this. So it had its challenges, but it was very fun. It's the first one I ever did with just primary colors. So there's only just red, blue, yellow, and green. So there's some green in there too. So it's 4 colors, but it came out actually quite nice. And just a little bit of accents there. Same elements on the outside. I used a few of them on the inside. And then the bottom of it is very pretty too. So there are details of these in the photographs so that you can get a better sense of it. But just so you get a sense of each one, here is what I wanted to do. And this one I did just in black and white. And black and white has its own challenges because you really only have one color. And because the background is black, I had to do all the designs with dots. So the only variety I could do was in size, in terms of, well, there's also different designs on it, but in terms of embellishing them, I could only do it in different size dots. So it came out really nice. I was very pleased with it. Then this one in blue was just a kind of a, I love the blue in it, and then I used navy and white. So I didn't use any black in this, just navy white dots on this pretty blue. If you look at the video of this one, I think it's just fascinating because as it's turning around the 360 view, it looks like it's undulating, and it's a very cool image, which I didn't mean to do, but that's just kind of how it came out. So it came out very nice. I was very pleased. I did this one in 2017, so it's pretty. This one is a peach color, and I love this color. And then I used kind of a bronze on it as well. So it was a real pretty one to do, and nice, pleasing design that I just wanted a light feel to it. And I did this one in 2019. Pretty one. This one is one of my early ones as well. Let's see. I did this one in 2016. So I thought this was earlier than that. But this green is very pleasing color to me. I don't really know the name of it. I should get the name of it. But it was a pretty design, kind of similar to the very first one I did. That's why I thought it was probably earlier. And just pretty ring dish. And the last one looks very festive. Looks like a sombrero to me. And the colors, especially the purple, the green, the orange, and the white, and the black. And this is another one that one of the ones I started, and it just took me a long time to just commit to it. But once I committed to it, it developed into a really, really nice piece. So I think it's a very fun one, and I think whoever owns one or more of my ring dishes are going to have a good time, as I did creating them.